Hi friends, in this session we are going to discuss about examination approach of operations research by taking a question paper with its scheme and solutions. This is the outline of the session or presentation. We are going to discuss about few guidelines to succeed in the examination in general, scheme and solutions of a sample or selected question paper. Coming to the guidelines regarding examination approach, an effective approach to the examination will empower you to enhance your performance. An effective approach towards the examination will empower you to enhance your performance. In this regard, we are going to discuss few guidelines to promote your performance in the examination. Very first one is sufficient preparation and the positive mindset will certainly boost your confidence level. Sufficient preparation and a positive mindset will boost your confidence. Read the questions carefully and ensure that you have clearly understood them. Never be nervous. Do not come to the conclusion by reading half of the question or partial reading. Read the question, okay, whether it is theory question or problem or whatever it is, carefully read the question. If necessary, read it twice or thrice and ensure yourself that you have clearly understood the question. Never be nervous. It is advisable to jot down a skeleton plan of the answer before you start answering. Particularly, this is applicable in problematic subject like operations research. So always it is advisable to jot down because it is descriptive examination. So a skeleton map or road map or skeleton plan, no, you have to jot down. So there will be space for rough work even in the booklet. So you can plan it before answering, no. So just okay, you plan it, then only you start answering. If you feel a little anxious before the examination, it's good. Do not worry about it. It may improve your performance. If you feel a little anxious before the examination, let it be an examination, do not worry about it. So it will be like positive fear or positive tension or positive pressure. You should get that in fact. So it may improve your performance. Analysis of the past examination papers will provide you a valuable insight for the preparation. Analysis of the, that is reference of the previous examination question papers, no, will provide you a fundamental insight or valuable insight regarding the question type or pattern of the question paper, nature of the questions, all these things. Fine. Tackle the questions wisely. For example, if a question is, what is the role of an engineer in the development of a nation? But a question is asked you to justify the statement, engineers makes the world. Both are one and the same. If you analyze the meaning or concept of these two are one and same. A little thinking will help you to answer this. What I would like to say is, you have to tackle the questions wisely. Everything will be in the frame of the syllabus or contents only. So the way of questioning may differ slightly. That's why it is examination. No? So sometimes they may change the numericals if it is a problematic subject or statements in case of theory subjects. But you have to analyze or you have to tackle the questions wisely in such cases. So if you carefully observe what is the role of an engineer in the development of a nation or engineers makes the world, the answer for both the questions will be more or less same. A little thinking will help you to answer this question. Mainly, train your mind to learn with pleasure, not with pressure. Learn with pleasure, not with pressure. Fine. This is very important attribute in any task. Maybe Even answering also, while answering also, answer with pleasure, not with pressure. Answer the questions with pleasure, not with the pressure. Please take a note that you have to train your mind to learn with pleasure, not with pressure. Now let us take a sample university examination question paper just for the reference. How will be the nature of the questions and how will be the mass distribution and all. Okay. So normally, okay, we will be having modules. Each module will be having two questions. The choice pattern and all, it may vary from scheme to scheme or university to university. That is secondary. But in general, let us discuss a question paper with scheme of valuation and solutions like. Fine. Normally, okay, students will be having the mindset, okay, as it is problematic subject in particular OR, oh, if I get the final answer only, I'll get the full marks, or I may not get the marks at all, okay, if my answer is wrong. No, it is not true. Partial answering also will be having the partial credit. There will be scheme, okay. According to the scheme, no, the distribution of marks will be there. Okay, of course, let us discuss that in this session now. Now, question number 1A, like a theory question. State various phases of operations research and explain in brief any one of them. State various phases of operation research and explain any one of them in brief, like. Fine. So now the question is having split, like, I mean, you have to mention or state and you have to explain any one in brief, like. So obviously there will be split up of the marks also. If you state the phases, there will be some partial credit, then explanation of one of them will be having remaining marks also, like. So in the same way, so problem also, like, we'll discuss the scheme in detail. 4 products are processed successfully on 2 machines. The mission timings, the machining timings in hours, no, are given here. Mission 1, mission 2, there are 4 different products, P1, P2, P3, P4 you can say, and these are the time estimates in hours. So 2, 3, 4, 2, all these things. The total cost of producing 1 unit of each product is based directly on the machine time. Cost per hour also is given. The total hours available is also given to us. So if the sale price, that is selling price per unit of the 4 products 1, 2, 3 and 4 are given as 65 and so on respectively, formulate as LPP to maximize total net profit. This is for 10 marks, like. Formulation we have discussed in 3 steps in module 1. Module 1 consists of what? Theory, that is historical development of war, what is war, phases of war, formulation, then graphical solution. If you are thorough with these concepts, okay, you can answer any question from the module 1. Now, coming to this, now we have discussed in the regular sessions egg problem, that is old hens, young hens, old machines, new machines. Fine. Farmer problem, that is growing different crops and all. In all those problems, we have discussed a simple equation to write the objective function. What is that? Income minus expenditure will be the profit in general. Okay, it is in general only. Income minus expenditure. So based on that, this problem is given. And formulation we have discussed in 3 stages. Very first stage or first step is declaration of the variables. Second step is writing the objective function. Third step is imposing the constraints. So now if you follow those 3 steps, you can formulate this very easily. And you have to declare the products. I mean, product 1, product 2 and product 4, no, 3, 4. So you have to call them as x1, x2, x3, x4. That is step 1. While writing the objective function, now the company is going to get some income by selling the products, and there will be some expenditure also. Income minus expenditure will be the profit. So that you have to designate as Z max, as it is profit, the max will come. Subject to the constraints here. Constraints means, okay, the available machine time, all these things. Okay, let us discuss that in the scheme and solutions. Now one more question is define optimum solution, feasible zone, redundant constraint. These are simple definitions. Each carries 2 marks, like what is optimum, feasible zone, all these things. And one more question in the same part is, so there are this one, feasible zone ABCD is identified by a set of constraints of LPP having 2 decision variables x, y, has this one, like. If a new constraint something x is less than or equal to 2y is added, identify new feasible zone, show on graph, state redundant constraint, all this is given. Find the maximum and minimum value of z if z is given as something like for the feasible zone. It is a 10 marks question. So it's very, very simple. So if the constraints are given, no, what we'll do in general is, so we'll convert the constraints into, constraints means inequalities, into equations. We'll obtain the coordinates. Here, instead of giving the constraints, no, like 5 constraints, they have given the 5 coordinates like A, B, C, D, E. So by using this, by making use of these coordinates, no, you have to plot the graph, then you have to identify the feasible region. So incorporating or using this constraint, no, additional constraint, the feasible region will change, that you have to identify, and you have to find the value of Z, okay, substituting the X and Y values respectively. That's all. Now coming to the solutions and scheme, or scheme and solutions, no, for this module, whatever we have discussed now, the questions, various spaces 3 marks, explanation of any one 3 marks. See the split up, 3 plus 3, it is 6 marks, like, fine. So in the same way, 1B, no, so that is declaration of variables 2 marks, step 1, writing the objective function 4 marks, okay, 2 plus 4, 6 marks, then functional constraints, I mean actual constraints 3 marks, and non-negativity constraint, whatever you have declared in step 1, no, so they are greater than or equal to 0, that is non-negativity constraint 1 mark, like. So total is 10 marks. So now we are clear that, so even if you declare the variables also, you will get some marks, like 2 marks you got here, okay, you will get here. Objective function, if you stop even at writing of objective function, so you will get 2 plus 4, 6 marks, so like that. Now coming to 2A, no, so definition of each, no, 3 marks, like 2 each, 3 definitions are given, 6 marks in total. Now coming to the next part, no, as coordinates are given instead of constraints, so just marking those according to some suitable scale. So this is this one without hatching, no, it was the feasible region, and incorporating the new constraint x equals to 2y, the linear relationship, no, this will be the new feasible zone. Now in the new feasible zone, you identify the crossing points or corner points of the zone. So to obtain the min and max in the Z, I mean substituting the values of x, y, corresponding values of x and y in Z equation, no? So you will get min and max, that you have to declare here. Z max is so much, Z min is so much, or something, like, fine. Z min is 5.5, Z max is 21, like. So only thing is, so you have to identify the feasible region, new feasible region, okay, incorporating or taking this constraint, fine. That's all about module 1. Module 1 is up to graphical solution, fine. Now coming to module 2, it is more analytical concept, what I can say, simplex method. The limitation of graphical method is if the LPP is having more than 2 variables, no, you cannot handle or solve by graphical method. So such LPPs, okay, can be solved using simplex method and its variants we discussed in module 2, fine. So simplex method is used whenever the constraints are of lesser than or equal type, and the variations or variants of simplex method known as big M method and two-phase method, no, they are useful even when the constraints are of greater than or equal type. Now again coming to this module, subdivision A, no, definitions are given, slack, surplus, all these things. So each definition carries 2 marks, like 6 marks, and you have to solve this LPP using the simplex method. It is a straight away given simplex method, and you have to write the dual of the LPP also. So this completes this question. I mean less than or equal, only one constraint is given. You have to use the standard simplex method and you would obtain the values, fine. So coming to the next this one, that is fourth question in this question paper that was selected, 16 marks question it is. So nothing is mentioned, okay, based on the constraints, no, greater than or equal is there, less than or equal, greater than or equal. When the constraints are of both the types, no, I mean greater than, lesser than, or sometimes equal type, so you cannot use the plain or ordinary simplex method. Either you have to use big M method or two-phase method. As nothing is mentioned to use a particular method, either one you can use. Preferably use the big M method if nothing is mentioned. So this is about this one, and this is the scheme definition, no, 2 marks each, 3, and the basic solutions, all this, okay, the split up is given, and this is about simplex solution. And coming to the fourth one, no, so using the big M method, it is given x1, x2, and x3. Z max, okay, you got it, like big M method, marks distribution is like this, fine. 2 marks, okay, 5 marks, 5 marks. Iterations will be there, no, each iteration will be having 5 marks, like 5, 5, 10, 13, something like that, fine. or the optional is two-phase method. That one also can be used. Fine. Okay, I'll give some tips about selection of the questions and all maybe at the end. Fine. So module 2, okay, is about simplex method and its variants. Coming to the module 3, it is very interesting module, that is transportation, which includes assignment concept also. Fine. Write a brief note on degeneracy in transportation problem, 6 marks. What is degeneracy? How do you resolve all that? No, you have to write. That carries 6 marks. So now, as the total demand is more than total supply, I mean basically it is given that it is unbalanced problem, like it is not possible to meet the demand, all this is given. So if it is unbalanced, okay, how do you balance? Okay, just by adding a dummy row or dummy column, no? So instead of dummies, no, it is given that 5, 3, 2 are the penalties or something like at ABC. So then you have to balance the problem first. Okay, then you have to obtain the solution, that is IBFS by VAM, then optimality using UV or MODI. This carries 10 marks. Fine. So this is about transportation question. What is degeneracy? And a typical problem on transportation, which covers many aspects, like how to balance it, like then how to obtain IBFS, then how to use UV method or MODI method to obtain the final or optimal solution. Now one more question is there, state the common differences between transportation and assignment. Any significant differences you can write, which is given for 6 marks. And assignment problem, you have only one method, that is Hungarian assignment method. Basically, it's a balanced problem. Straight away, you can reduce row reduction, column reduction, assignments. It's a 10 marks question. Like now, coming to the scheme, no, note on degeneracy, that is short notes or explanation. So 6 marks. Like so, coming to the B, no, that is subdivision B, formulation, that is adding supply or demand, which is unbalanced, no, 2 marks. IBFS by VAM, no, 4 marks, that is 2 plus 4, 6. And optimality test using MODI, that is 4 marks. Like fine. Now common differences, 6 marks, it is straight away given, like when it is balanced, when it is unbalanced. Okay, just have to differentiate between TP and AP. And the optimal assignment, 10 marks, just by using Hungarian method. No, so these are the assignments with this assignment cost you have to get, which carries 10 marks. Like now coming to the next module, that is module 4. No, so this is the combination of PERT CPM and queuing theory. So here again the definitions are given: network, event, dummy activity, 6 marks, carries 2 marks, each term carries 2 marks. And this is a PERT problem because it's a 3-time estimate technique. So hence it is a PERT problem, like 2 to 8, this one. You have to convert these 3-time estimates into single time estimate by using a statistical term or equation, TE equals to TO plus 4TM plus TP divided by 6. And this is just okay, probability chart or normal distribution table. So normally which will be supplied in the examination, but here they have given. So just okay, you have to use corresponding to the value of Z that you obtain for this problem. You have to read the probability. Fine. We'll see this in the scheme. This is for 10 marks. Then next one is state and explain in brief Kendall's notations for representing queuing models. This we discussed in the regular session as A, B, C, D, E, like arrival pattern, service pattern, all these things, queue discipline. Fine, 6 marks. And in queuing, as you know, so you have a set of equations, 4 to 5 equations. By using those equations, okay, you can solve many problems, I can say. So more or less the problem's nature will be of similar type. So this is a self-service store, employees, one cashier, all that is given. So you are supposed to calculate or find out average number of customers in the system, all this by using the appropriate equations. For all this, okay, you have to obtain lambda and rho. Lambda is the arrival pattern, rho is the service pattern. Fine. Okay, we'll see this in the scheme and solution for this module. So each definition carries 2 marks, like the 3 definitions, 6 marks. Like so, coming to the subdivision B, TE by using the statistical term. So statistical equation you have to obtain that. That itself carries 3 marks. See 3 marks for this one, TE calculation. And square box and triangle box, okay, we have calculated for each node or at each node. So that carries again 3 marks. Fine. The determination of critical path, that is the longest path in the network, 1 mark. And to obtain Z by using TS minus TE divided by sigma. Fine. Then probability corresponding to the value of Z, you have to read the probability, that is 1 mark. Like 10 marks is distributed like this. Fine. Critical path is this one. Sigma of the critical path is this much. Z, okay, we'll get it. Corresponding to this Z value, that is 0.48. So from the table that is given in the question, it is the direct value, that is 68.44% is like. Now as we discussed notations, no, A, B, C, D, like arrival pattern, so that is B is service rate, all these things. A short note with these notations case carries 6 marks like. And again in this lambda value calculation of lambda and calculation of mu, LS, LQ, these are the standard equations, fine. So you will get all this LS, LQ, WS, WQ as given. So this carries 10 marks, like 10 plus 6. Now coming to the last module, that is module 5. So my advice or my opinion is you can answer both the questions very comfortably in module 5. This consists of game theory and sequencing. Both are very vibrant and interesting. Fine. Define saddle point, zero sum game value. Each carries again 2 marks like. So now coming to the next question, you have to reduce the game either to m by 2 or 2 by n, of course by using the dominance, and then you have to solve it graphically. So this is the question, like, I mean, there are both the concepts, like dominance rule you have to use partly to reduce the game to this type or this type, because graphical method is applicable only for this type or this type of the game. Then you have to solve it by graphical method, that is for 10 marks like. Then next one is, this is pertaining to the assignment, sequencing problems. State assumptions made while applying Johnson's rule to n jobs and 2 missions, like 6 marks question it is. So you have standard assumptions in solving the sequencing problems by using the Johnson's algorithm, and this is the graphical method. So if you have 2 jobs and n missions, no, so how to solve, like 2 jobs and m missions, like, so graphical approach which carries 10 marks like. So coming to the solution part, each definition 2 marks like, the 6 marks like, dominance, reduction, all this, okay, you have to do it, fine. So this is the value of game like. So assumptions 6 marks, then okay, you have to plot the graph, like layout, all that, okay, 4 marks. Then okay, obtaining the path, that is optimal path, 3 marks. Total minimum elapsed time 1 mark, and sequencing of the jobs, no, 2 marks like. Okay, elapsed time is given as 44, like you can just see 4 plus 3 plus 1 plus 2, 10 marks are distributed like this. This is about a typical question paper and scheme and solutions, I can say. So now coming to the outline of the question paper, module 1, no, module 1 consists of introduction to OR and formulation graphical approach like. Module 2 is simplex method and its variants. Module 3 is transportation and assignment. Module 4 is PERT CPM and queuing theory. Module 5 is game theory and sequencing. So in the examination, so you have to be very strategic. So while selecting the question, you should be very strategic. Selecting the question means, so of course you will be having choice, so you can select the best, fine. Apart from that, which question is to be selected first matters a lot. So it will enhance your performance. I mean, if you answer well the first question, your confidence will boost. So whereas if you struck in the first question itself, though you know the answer for the other questions, you may become nervous, or okay, you may get shortage of time, all that. So to avoid that, so you have to follow a sequence, an optimal sequence, like, okay, if I go for which question, okay, I will get good marks or good rhythm, that is flow of examination and all, no? So of course, however, it is subjective, it depends upon your interest also. So some students, okay, they may be interested in LPP, or some students may be interested in sequencing, some may be interested in transportation, it all depends, it is a variable. So however, okay, based on my expertise and experience of almost 2 decades in this subject, so what I would like to say here is, you select the question which you can comfortably or conveniently answer. So order is not matter, no, okay, so there is no restriction that you have to order, you have to go module wise or unit wise or something like. So if you are very comfortable with sequencing, no, for example, so you go for sequencing first, fine, or game theory. Relatively, okay, you can solve at faster rate also, you can score good marks, okay, in the minimum time. I mean, in the sense, in the first half an hour or 1 hour itself, so you can answer 1 to 2 questions very easily, okay. Sometimes, okay, you may be interested in a particular topic like transportation or formulation of LPP and all. Though you are interested, what may happen is, okay, the question, okay, analysis of the question may take time, the formulation and all. So you may struck, okay, so you may become nervous. So you may take quite a long time, okay. For example, 10 marks means 10 marks only you may get maximum, even if you complete, no. So sometimes, for 10 marks, okay, you may have to take 1 hour, which is not feasible or which is not advisable. So you select the best question as the first question, and first question should be your best question. So then automatically you will get that flow or rhythm. Like for example, okay, if you are very confident about game theory, no, you answer game theory first, then you go for sequencing. Okay, then okay, you can think of assignment. Okay, I'm not going to give any exact order or something like as it is subjective. It may vary slightly, but my advice is okay. Please do not take simplex method in the beginning itself, or even the transportation problem also. Though it is interesting, sometimes what may happen is, so you may struck somewhere, or may held up somewhere, so which will make you nervous. Like, okay, you may feel okay, you are getting shortage of time because examination is nothing but you have to complete everything, okay, in 3 hours. No, it is not like assignment, okay, where you can take little more time or something like. So how, okay, you will manage the time also matters in the examination. So that's why you have to optimize the time or duration in 3 hours. Okay, you have to complete everything like in such a way you have to follow. And even this one, no, you can keep it to the end, that LPP or when transportation problem. Okay, uh, so the first module also, no, in the beginning itself, if you take a typical what I can say formulation problem, no, normally formulation problem, okay, they'll give it a different concepts like. So it may take more time to analyze. There itself, okay, you may have to spend more time. So like that. So you please plan accordingly. Fine, depending upon your interest and expertise, what I can say. Normally sequencing game theory, okay, you can start any one of these. Then you can think of assignment. Then okay, so slowly you can think of PERT CPM. Then what I can say, the transportation, like that. Fine. Now one more question paper have, okay, just to glance. Fine. So it's very similar and back to back papers these two are, and most of the questions are repeated, particularly the theory questions. Okay. List and explain briefly the basis of operation research. This was the question in the previous paper also, 6 marks. And this one slightly, okay, they'll change. That's what I was telling just now. So formulation, no, okay, you please do not attempt in the beginning itself. Like, so you may not get exactly, okay, whatever is given in the book or whatever you learnt in the class through any source or something like. Fine. That's why, okay, you may have to apply your mind. So you can keep it pending for a while. Then, okay, you can come back, no problem, and discuss the limitations. And one more is graphical solution. This is about module 1. Fine. Coming to the module 2, no, again, so like slack, surplus, and artificial variables. Solve the following problem by simplex method. Fine. So simplex method is a typical standard method. Fine. Big M method, they have specified the method, you have to use that method. Dual simplex method, as it is specified, you have to use that particular method. So here again, same question, degeneracy, how do you resolve it, or something like 6 marks. And this is optimal solution you have to obtain using Modi or UV method. So for which, okay, you have to obtain IBFS by WAM, no? So 12 marks problem. Differences between assignment and transportation, it's very similar to the previous one. Assignment again, like, okay, 5 by 5 matrix, basically is balanced. You can use HAM, that is Hungarian assignment, directly. Fine. So this completes the module 3, no? Okay, so assignment also, okay, will be easy in many cases. Fine. Now coming to module 4, it is a combination of queuing and PERT CPM. Again, Kendall's notations, and this is a PERT problem. How you can say it's PERT problem means whenever you have 3 time estimates, no, it's PERT problem. Okay, when you have the single time estimate, it's CPM. For PERT problem, okay, you may require the probability chart or normal distribution table. So again, this is one more problem that's given in CPM. Okay, more weightage is given in this for PERT CPM. And one simple problem or similar problem to the previous question paper, that is an queuing theory, utilization factor, that is rho, probability, queue length, all these things. Like, now coming to the last module, that is module 5, no? So a game is given, so you have to reduce it to 2 cross 2 using the dominance, then you have to solve it, like 8 marks. Like, fine, dominance concept, row dominance, column dominance, all that you have to do. So then you have to solve it by formula method that we discussed in the regular session. Solve the following game graphically. It is 2 by 4 it's given, so very easily you will get the solution for this game. It is 8 marks. Fine. And there are 7 jobs or something like it is given. Fine. 6 marks like that is SPT. It's a priority sequencing. So you have to arrange the numbers in ascending order. Whichever is having less or least processing time, no, that you have to sequence first, then next one, next, and so on. Like fine. That's about SPT, the shortest processing time. And one more is it's on sequencing. N jobs on 3 missions it is given here. N jobs on 3 missions. You have to convert this into N jobs 2 missions using the concept that we discussed, and of course you can use the Johnson's algorithm as usual. And you please note that ABC in the order CAB it is given, like CAB cap. Okay, so that's the reason why I have told, or why I'm iterating again and again, that you have to read the question clearly. You have to understand the question clearly. Do not come to the conclusion just by reading half line or one line or even once. Okay, if necessary, read it twice or thrice. Fine, it will save your time. So analyzing the question correctly, it will save your solving time. Okay, please note that. So if you take more time to analyze, so nothing wrong. Okay, so you are going to plan it correctly. So then execution time or completion time of the solution, it will minimize, like in many cases. CAB. Okay, for example, if you do not read this clearly, okay, if you take in the regular pattern, so you may not get the marks. Okay, you may lose maximum marks if you do not follow this order as it is given, like. So that's all I wanted to convey in this session. So basically the examination approach, okay, I wanted to this one emphasize, like you have to set your mind to the positive this one. I mean, you should have the positive mindset basically, and enough preparation is also required as we discussed in few guidelines. Ultimately, you have to train your mind, okay, to learn with pleasure, not with pressure. And do not be under the impression that, okay, if I go wrong somewhere, okay, if you do not get the final answer, okay, I may lose full marks. No, it is not so. There will be partial credit always. And the sequence of questions matters a lot in the performance. Like, though you prepared enough, though you prepared very well, the sequence will impact much. I mean, if you do not select the questions in the particular order, so you may stuck somewhere. Okay, sometimes, though you know the answers, you may fail to complete or answer in time. That should not happen. Okay, if I go in which order, like that, you plan before going to the examination itself. So whatever may be the nature of question, so okay, you should be having some rough idea. Then of course, depending on the question, okay, slightly you may change this way, that way. So I take this opportunity to thank you one and all for your kind attention throughout. So please take care. Have a nice time.